Right, so in this episode, I'm going to mount the tank onto the Triumph Sprint frame with the Ninja 250 motor. The Triumph was fuel injected, so I don't need this bottom bucket part of the tank. And in fact, the Triumph tank is now just going to serve as a tank cover. So took the sucker outside and marked some spots on here. I'll just go ahead and rip that off with the saw. Don't need any of this down here. The only thing I'm leaving is what I think may be structurally necessary. Alright, so with that lopped off, I can fit it back on the frame and check underneath to see the clearance. Make sure that the carbs or anything are not going to run into what I have left on the tank. And it looks like plenty of room. So within the tank, I'm going to mount the plastic gas tank. It holds 8 liters, which is enough for a race, and it's super light. So I'll just take out the bottom of this tank and mount this in there, and the Triumph composite shell will just serve as a tank cover that fits into the frame. So holding it up, I can kind of see where I need to trim the bottom of the tank out. And so I've marked some lines and went ahead and cut those out, and you can see the CRF tank fits right in. Got a little bit of interference here. I'm going to mark that and cut it right out. All right, with everything clearanced, we can try it again and see if we can get the CRF filler. Yep, there it is. Fits right in there. Perfect. And look, it's flush with the bottom of the Triumph tank as well. This is going to work out great. So if I put it on and check underneath again, still no clearance issues. So just to make sure, I'm going to grab the carburetors and stick them onto the intake boots and make sure that there's no clearance issues whatsoever. Mount it on temporarily just for now. So in order to hold the CRF tank in there, I'll just need to use some lightweight aluminum and make some brackets. Alright, so to keep everything from rubbing a hole into the plastic of the CRF tank, it's not really that thin, but I want to be safe. So I'm just gonna grab some foam and stick that on the top of the CRF tank to give it a little bit of cushion if it does happen to rub against the only spots where it's contacting the inside of the Triumph tank. I'm gonna put one on the back and a couple on each side. There's nothing structural here, it just needs to kind of hold it in place while it gets sandwiched in between the two tank shells. There, that ought to work. Alright, now that I have my brackets cut, I'm going to cover the back of them where they contact the CRF tank with some tape. I'm going to use electrical tape because it is sort of a vinyl, it's kind of like a cushion. That seemed to work well. So with everything secured, I went ahead and got the subframe on, and that way you can kind of get a look at what the bike will look like. This is the most complete it's been, and honestly I pretty well like it. Thanks for watching.